Hi everyone, this is Monica with Advice to Think Twice. I hope everyone's doing really well. I'm here today with Stormy Grace, and we have your October 2016 Love, Tarot, and Astrology forecasts. So you're going to see Stormy's horoscopes in the first part of the video, and then you're going to see the tarot reading for each sign. So hopefully everyone has a great month and enjoy your forecasts for October 2016. Take care.
Hey guys, it's me, Stormy, and here is your love only horoscope for October 2016. Now, as we start off the month, we have a lot of beautiful Venus Scorpio energy still rolling around, getting us pumping, getting us passionate, getting us creative, and that can be pointed directly at your love life, but you can also point it at your money or your career or a project or anything else that you're working on. But when we get to October 18th, Venus is going to scooch her way over into Sagittarius. Now, Sagittarius is one of our most adventurous signs. It is our adventure, right? And they don't just want a little adventure. They want to do something different. They want to go further. They want to get new information. They want to try new, expansive, energetic things, and that's exactly what the opportunity of your love life has to look like. Maybe you want to go someplace different. If you're single, maybe you want to start going different places to meet people, or if you are coupled up, or maybe you are just in such a romantic, happy place on your own that you and a group of friends decide you want to do something and you go someplace expansive, different, maybe someplace faithful, or someplace that just challenges the perspective that you've had. And it's almost like you want a broader picture of what's going on. And this is all to your benefit, because when we get new places, we can meet new faces, and that leads us to a potential for new relationships. Now, while that's all well and good, I love that. I think we're going to play. I think it's very positive. Faithful energy. When we get between the 24th of October and the 29th, things could get a little bit tricky. We're going to hit a little bit of an October roller coaster. Right here, when we get to seeing the beginning of this energy, Venus is going to come into a square with Neptune. This is important because I love the Bobbsey twins together. I love Venus and Neptune together. They love love. They both are just so sensual, but this square energy makes them a little bit too dreamy. It's almost like a place of delusion or deception, something like that. Something is not completely clear. Now hold on, enjoy the ride, try and stick through it, don't lose your head or anything like that. Just walk gently, smile big, and pay attention to the information that's being presented to you, okay? Now on the 26th, it's okay because Venus and Jupiter come together in an energy that makes it go okay. Regardless of what's just happened or what energy or information or whatever's coming up for me, there's still hope here, right? All is not lost. I want you to keep that date in mind, because whatever is happening, you have to know that the universe has got your back, right? Then when we get to the 29th, this is how we end the month of October, and I think it is on a more serious but beautifully mature energy. Venus is going to come into a connection with Saturn that demands a spiritual maturity here. It demands we spiritually answer some questions about this romantic side of our lives, as well as something connected to partnership and money. So I think you have to be understanding that in this linkage and in this energy, Venus and Saturn, as they come together, are trying to help squeeze you into the best position for yourself, help the BS fall from you so that you can move forward in a way that you can have something real in your life, so you can have real intimacy, so that you can have real relationships, and so that you can have something you don't have to keep wondering if and when it's going to work out. All right, if you want to see what that month is going to look like, you just stay tuned, because I've got more forecasts coming up. Hi Sagittarius. So the first part of the month I think may be relatively chill for you. And that's because as we start off the month, we have Venus in Scorpio, which is the 12th house for you. So it's a pretty quiet space. You might feel like you need to stay in, or you want to stay a little bit more low key, or even if you're out and about, there's a lot you're not saying, because it's like you're going over some things in your mind. You're allowing that to percolate, marinate, and give you a whole new perspective. And that is beautiful. Now, as we get towards the second half of the month, after the 18th, Venus moves into your sign. So here you are bringing sexy back. There's something irresistible and delicious and luscious about you, Sagittarius. So if you're single, make sure you take all of that lusciousness out into the world. Go do the things that you enjoy and just make yourself available for new adventures. If you are already coupled up, I feel like this is a month where in that second half with Venus in your sign, you really get a large amount of support or like embrace from the people who are in your life. And sometimes we need that. We need that more than we need to feel like you have the most passionate, delicious, romantic thing ever. We need to feel supported, and that is how we really start to translate this love and this romance into other areas of our life. Now, at the same time, I will say at the second half of the month, there may be somebody who is feeling you, and maybe they are really feeling you because you can't keep your hands off of each other. It sounds like it's going to be a fun month, so have fun, be safe, be good, and definitely leave me comments down below. Bye, Sag.
Hello, Sagittarius, and welcome to your October 2016 Love Tarot forecast. This is for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. So, as always, please keep in mind that these are general readings, so they're not going to apply to everybody watching. You can watch your moon and rising sign readings for additional messages, or of course if you're interested in a private reading, my website is in the description box below. But for the time being, try to keep an open mind and take away the messages of this reading that do apply to you, that speak to you and your situation. Okay, so let's see what we have, Sagittarius. It looks like a bit of a shaky month, a bit of an unstable ground type of thing when it comes to your love life is what I'm getting for some of you. But it's also about finding out what you want. It's about deciding what you want, what you truly want. Okay, you have 2 sevens in your reading, and that talks about finding your truth, speaking your truth, being honest with yourself first of all, and then with the rest of the world, okay? But let's just go through the cards and see what we get. So your overall energy for the month is the 6 of Cups. So with the 6 of Cups, this talks about being nostalgic for some of you, dwelling on the past. This can also represent someone from the past coming back. This can also represent you thinking about someone who you used to be with, or who you used to care about, or who used to care about you. This is also dwelling on a situation that has happened. You can't change it. It's in the past, and yet you dwell on it because you're uneasy when it comes to that situation, when it comes to that part of your love life. And this could be to do with a water sign, a Cancer, a Scorpio, or a Pisces, and this can be their sun sign, moon, or rising. Or it can just represent the fact that this is someone you truly cared for, you had feelings for this person, and something happened, and you're missing them, basically, okay, with the 6 of Cups. Or, like I say, this can represent someone from your past coming back around, okay? It can represent that as well. And the next 4 cards that we have represent the energies that you're dealing with in the month of October when it comes to your love life. And we can look at these in terms of the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th week, or the main energies that you're looking at in the month of October, okay? It really is going to depend on where you are in your particular situation. But the first card that we have around the 1st week of the month, so you start the month off with this energy, and it's a major arcana energy, and it's the card of Temperance. So with Temperance, this talks about, for some of you, I feel like it's waiting. Okay, it's a waiting game is what I'm getting for some of you for the 1st week. This is about divine timing. This is about divine order. This is a situation that you feel you can't control, and so you just have to wait. Okay, and it could be that that's why you're being nostalgic. It could be that that's why that's the only thing you can think of, or that's the only person you can think of. Okay, and Temperance is also, it is the card of Sagittarius, so you have to do the waiting basically, or you are considering things, or you're weighing out your options. You're trying to keep yourself busy and distracted from the situation that is making you feel nostalgic and even sad about it, okay, that has happened already, potentially in the month of September, or has been happening since the month of June, okay, for some of you. For others, Temperance is about making peace. Healing is what I'm getting with Temperance. Illumination, I'm getting with Temperance. I'm getting trying to make things work. Okay, so for some of you with the 6 of Cups and the Temperance card in the 1st week, you're trying to figure things out. You're trying to weigh out your options. You're trying to decide what you want to do about the situation that you cannot control. Okay, And like I say, it's a waiting game. That's what I'm getting, mainly for most of you. It's a waiting game. So around the first week, you just have to wait. There's nothing you can do about the situation, or you feel like you can't see the way forward. And for some of you, this could be another Sagittarius that is coming back from the past, okay? And you're not sure. You're weighing out your options. You're taking your time. You're trying to be patient and give yourself time to make the right decision is what I'm getting. In the second week, we have the Five of Wands. So the Five of Wands represents competition or conflicting energies or conflicting or competing interests. It's tension, it's conflict, it's being pulled in different directions, it's being distracted. So for some of you, I feel like with the Five of Wands, you could be trying to keep yourself busy by focusing on other people. This could also represent dating multiple people or having multiple options around you or people competing for your attention. And this can also represent you being in competition with other people for someone else's attention. Okay, potentially this person who is not in your life anymore or not the way they used to be anyway with the Six of Cups. And this is, it can also represent, especially if you work in a gym or anything like that, okay, because the Five of Wands can also represent training, weight training, physical training, fitness programs, and stuff like that, okay? So especially if that's the case for you, it just represents the fact that there's a lot of people trying to get your attention, or you have a lot of options in your love life when it comes to the Five of Wands, and yet there's something unsettling about that, okay? Because with the Six of Cups, your heart and your mind are elsewhere. So it's almost like, yes, people are trying to get your attention, but you're thinking about someone else altogether, okay? And that person could be a water sign. For those of you who are single, this could be a good option. This could be a good opportunity for you to try to play. I almost said play the field. If that's what you want to do, go ahead. Try not to hurt people, because that's just bad karma, and it's gonna come back and haunt you in the future. But the Five of Wands represents get out there, date people, have fun, interact with people, socialize. Okay, it can be that yes, you're thinking about the past, but you can't change anything about the past, and you can't control that person coming back to you or that situation coming back. And so you might as well take advantage of the options that are presented to you at this time and see if any of those have potential, okay, is what I'm getting with this. This could also be a really social week where you do go out a lot, or meet a lot of new people, or get yourself in a lot of new different fun situations, okay? So it could be a good week for that as well. And then we have two sevens. First is the Seven of Pentacles. So for some of you, the Seven of Pentacles, it's about waiting once again, okay? So with the Seven of Pentacles, this is about waiting for things to happen, waiting for things to come together. The Seven of Pentacles is a card that talks about, you've put in the work, you've done everything that you could, and so now you got to the stage where you kind of have to sit back and wait for it all to come together and work out, hopefully. You're kind of waiting for the harvest, you're waiting for the result, you're waiting for things to calm down or to come together, whatever the situation may be. For some of you, it could be that you're starting to work on something. So some of you could be reaching out to the Six of Cups energy, person, situation, whatever it may be for you. And you could be starting to work on that. You could be starting to put effort into that, okay? You're considering things. You're weighing out your options once again. You're assessing the situation. Are you happy with the way things are going? Are you happy with just being nostalgic? Are you happy with waiting for this person and them not showing up, okay? You're really weighing out your options. You're assessing things. And you're trying to make changes happen. You're trying to make the right choices for once. You know what I mean? You're trying to figure things out. What truly makes you happy? For those of you in existing relationships, I feel like there could be a separation happening. Okay? Or even if you're still with your partner, your heart and your head are not in it anymore. The Seven of Pentacles can represent looking at your current relationship and thinking, am I happy with this? Do I like where it's going? Because your heart is stuck on something else, okay? So if you can clear that up so that you can figure out if you want to go back to it or release it, because this is kind of neither here nor there situation, and you can wreck an existing relationship by not making up your mind in time. And for this it could talk about reuniting with someone from the past around the third week. potentially an earth sign for some of you, a Taurus, a Virgo, or a Capricorn. And I feel like this is something you've been waiting on for a really long time. And then towards the end of the week, we have the Seven of Swords. And the Seven of Swords represents a change of plans. It can also represent someone not being honest with you, some deception going on, someone trying to get away with something, okay? It can represent manipulation for some of you, okay? So just be mindful of that, okay? Towards the end of the month, that could be something going on. The Seven of Swords is also things not playing out the way you thought they would, is what I'm getting for some of you. So the need to be adaptable, the need to be flexible, and just change as you go, change the plan as you go, make the best of it. For others, I feel like this is you starting to plan, maybe to go back to this person or to get their attention, to reach out to them, to reignite that situation, whatever the case may be for you. I feel like you could be starting to strategize and get yourself prepared to go back to that person. Okay, for some of you is what I'm getting with the Seven of Swords. And obviously you're not telling people about this. You're keeping it to yourself. I feel like you're keeping it to yourself because you're not sure it's going to go in your favor. Okay, is what I'm getting for some of you. But again, you have 2 sevens in your reading, so that's about finding your truth and speaking your truth. Being honest with yourself first and foremost is what I'm getting, okay, for most of you, and then being honest with the people you care about, okay, that are in your life. Your guidance message is be authentic to who you are. You are asked to be real and true pertaining to who you are and how you feel. So once again, be true to who you are, find your truth, and speak your truth. If you're not happy in the relationship you're in, just, do what's best for you. If you feel like that's holding you back from true love in your life, then make the changes that are necessary. If you are hung up on someone from your past and they don't seem to be reaching out to you, so you just keep waiting and hoping, maybe it's time for you to be true to who you are and then be honest with them about how you feel and you reach out to them. This is also being honest with the people you meet this month, okay? It's about clearing through confusion, clearing through doubt and insecurities this month. It's about truly discovering who you are and what you want in love. And then once you do that, assessing if you're happy with the way things are going or if you need to start making changes in your love life to pursue your true happiness, which may be something or someone from your past, actually. Or this is something you have to make peace with, or this is something you have to get closure from, okay, in order for you to be free to move on. So there you have it. That's your reading. I hope that it makes sense and that it helps. Thank you so much for being here. I do hope that you have a good month, and I'll talk to you soon. Take care.